to be fair. And here is the man himself. Yeah, finally, he's arrived. My brother, we say, man. Long time, bro. How you been?
Yeah, you're good, man. Hey, good to see you, man.
Oh, so good to see you, bro.
Good to see you too.
We're gonna put it back. We might as well start again, actually.
You sure?
We didn't even do anything.
Yeah. Fair.
Yes, bruv. We say no, man. Thank you for joining us.
No worries. Thanks for having me
Looking
once
good,
again.
man.
Always a pleasure.
Looking good.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man.
How was Morocco?
Hey, Morocco.
Bro.
Was there, man.
Yeah, I
It was
can
good, it was
imagine.
good. It was a nice. It's funny when you obviously leave here. It's all cloudy, grey, cold.
Yeah.
Sat at the airport. You need to take your jacket off ASAP.
Yeah.
It's just humid in there. It's just like wow. Doesn't feel like
Exactly.
the end of
bro.
summer. It just feel like it continued.
No,
Oh, 100%, bro. That's
it.
exactly that's where you want to be, man. Honestly, in those sort of tropical locations, yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah, we'll just run it back. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Shin Pad Podcast. I am here, your host Abs, joined by my brother Will and my guy Alvin. We're
Good
here.
to be back. Good to be
Come
back.
on, man. Full house for the first time in what feels like ages, to be fair. Isn't it? It's just been us two slaving away, but we're here now, man. We're here. And yeah, boys, we was literally just getting into what's in your shin pad. Starting with Will, what have you got for us this week, brother?
So now I was saying reporting out of the Liverpool have actually something that's been really confusing me. The big chatter I think in like Liverpool forums on social media is Arne Slot's position. I'm seeing a lot of fans. I can't really gauge percentage of the fans, but a lot more than I ever expected are already fed up with Slot, and they've kind of like turned on him. And obviously you get the overreaction parade for every club's fan base, you know. So I don't know what to make of it yet, but I'm already genuinely seeing fans feel like his position as the coach is in question. You know, some fans want to see him replaced ASAP. And I'm thinking like, you know, this is a man who won the Premier League half a year ago. Like, how has the mood changed? And for the most part of last season, I don't remember any fans critiquing him. I remember fans loving him and loving the way he speaks in conferences, the setup, the formation, all this. But now a lot of people just not impressed by anything. And the crazy thing is even though I understand why people are upset, my gripe is the tendency to overreact to situations, because Liverpool, up until a month ago, it would have been absurd to have questioned Slot's position as Liverpool manager. Now all of a sudden, the amount that I've been seeing it across loads of big like content creators and stuff is driving me up the wall. I was like, I can't really believe what I'm seeing, that many fans would consider him out after what he's achieved last season.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I agree with that fully, and it is mental. It is crazy, to be honest. But yeah, it's part of football. It's part of that merry-go-round that is what it is, and that's why we enjoy it. But what's in my shin pad this week? I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I've got a 3-piece suit in my shin pad. I think I might have done this previously, but this 3-piece suit is because I'm going to be taking legal action against one Mr. Enzo Maresca Esquire. And I'll leave it at that. I can't disclose what the lawsuit will be in closing, what will be in detailing and what whatsoever. All I can say is that he will be subpoenaed. I don't even know what that means, but he will get it. Pause. But yeah, Alvin, I'm assuming you don't have what's in your shin pad for this week, or
it's kind of following on from what Will said. It's more based on like the fan reaction sort of aspect of things. Like,
yeah, man. So
obviously, the whole thing about Arsenal this summer was the main thing was to get a striker, to get someone to, you know, fill that spot. Now, obviously, it's no open secret. You know, Sesko was our initial target.
Yeah, man.
And then obviously things didn't work out. Leipzig held out, so we ended up going for our second alternative, which was Gyökeres. Now, it's funny because a lot of this, like these takes I'm seeing are from Arsenal fans, which is strange because of the form we're in now, the position we're in. But I'm still seeing.
I know what you're talking about.
Arsenal fans are still saying, you know what, like I've just watched Gyök today. I've watched Sesko. I feel like we should have still got Sesko, and it's like. It's always going to be a, you know, woulda, shoulda, coulda, but so far, like, what Gyökeres has actually done for the team, so it's like one of those things, it's not going to be as explicit as what you think it is.
No.
Sometimes you're going to have to run it back and just see, okay, you know what, why is Saka having this much freedom?
Yeah.
You know, why is there so much space, you know, on the channels for us to actually bring service in? It's because Gyok is there. He's that target man, and he's
I
drawing.
feel like for sure, definitely doing that job. And when Havertz comes back, because I feel like there's a lot of clamour for him to come back at the minute. When he does come back, eventually people will realise what Gyökeres does do.
Exactly.
Havertz doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a case of you'll miss it when you don't see it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You don't know what you're missing because it's not gone yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what you're missing when it's gone.
For sure.
But speaking of Arsenal, we'll get into our first game of the Premier League review. Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 0. Just simulate the rest of the season, please. just quick sim it. Just quick sim it. Cancel the rest of it. Just press it. We know what's gonna happen. 1-0. 1-0 every game. Just leave it here. Bro, when you man scored, I was like, yeah, that's it. Turn it off. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. There's
I have to
literally
ask though, how has the tune changed on Arsenal so fast? Like at the start of this season, I felt like we were still looking at Arsenal as being like, we're not sure if they've signed everybody required to make.
yeah,
them the
because
team they should.
we thought that they would do what they've tried to do previously and like blitz the league in terms of top quality play and fantastic. But when you can look at a team and see that they're just pulling out results, they don't care at all how they play. They're just pulling out result after result. After a while, it's like, damn, this is really a juggernaut, mate.
Yeah.
3 goals conceding in 13
Honestly.
games, all competitions. That's when I feel like you can start to see a trend after like 10 games into the league. That's why I wait till 10 games and I'm like, okay, cool. You can start to see what's happening. It helps a lot with FPL. We'll get into that later. Do you know what I mean? All those sorts of things. 10 games, I feel like it's a good enough window.
I agree. I do agree.
And they've just shown that consistency over the 10 games. And it's bro, it's hard for me to say this, man. I hate it. I hate it the most out of anyone. But it's somewhat admirable. However, I will say, I'll get into that point later, actually. What did you think of the game? We'll talk about the game first. Arsenal, again, grinding out another win. The goal.
Yeah. Just whooshed it.
Set piece, innit?
Yeah.
As always, Arsenal, this is the thing with Arsenal. When the team comes to the Emirates, you expect them to be a bit deep, which Palace were. Make it hard for you to create chances from open play. You've got to do your job when it comes to set pieces, when you win free kicks, when you win... and it was another great ball from Rice.
Exactly, yeah.
Ball bubbles about in the box. Eze's there. Great finish.
Yeah. I will give it to Palace as well. Like you said, they did make it hard for us to create chances as well. I don't think it was... I wouldn't say I was comfortable, but it was like... Obviously, when you're 1-0 up, there's only really 2 ways you can go. You can either,
Yeah, exactly.
go for the second or sit back and, pray you don't concede. But
I mean, there's only 2 if it's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Other teams don't have that. We'll get into that actually. But other teams don't. Other teams go 1 up.
Yeah.
And everything capitulates. But
Must be nice to go 1 up.
Go on. Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I was gonna say actually, because one player that actually stuck out to mind actually, because it's funny because there are moments I will defend him, but there's moments that obviously it's hard to do so. But Trossard, I think, had a great game. I think he was like, that's someone as well that was a point of contention in terms of whether his future was at Arsenal, especially when we announced we want to extend his contract. But I feel like ever since then, even during the starts, like you can see like Trossard is someone that's hungry. Like even if he doesn't have the speed to maybe be his man, he'll hold up the play. He'll try and play make.
No, he's very hungry. He's very hungry and tired.
Yeah, exactly.
You see his eyes with the guy. He looks like he's seen 10 ghosts, bruv. He doesn't sleep.
Trench baby, man.
He doesn't sleep. Bro, he's got grey hair as well. Someone scared the fuck out of him when he was like 5 years old or some shit.
And his face just stuck. The face just stuck on there.
He got grey hair and his eyes are sunken. But no, he baller though. He had a great performance. I can't lie.
I think
very good performance from him.
What Arteta did well was just more so just rotating the players. It's just making sure your spot isn't guaranteed. Like we're gonna need players like week in and week out.
100%.
Will fight for the badge and bring the team. And I think they saw that they had a few games. Obviously, Eze was starting, Nelly wasn't starting, nor was Trossard. So when they obviously get their chances, that momentum's back. That motivation.
Speaking of Eze, I think he's slotting in very well, to be honest. He keeps the ball very tidy. He's suiting Arsenal more than I thought he would, because I was saying I don't like him off the left, and I said it. That's why I thought he wouldn't succeed, because I thought you guys would play him primarily off the left. But now seeing him in the 10, where Erdegaard usually operates, I prefer him so much more in that position. He's just active.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's always on the ball, looking to make things happen. I think it was tough against this Palace side. Very, very, very well structured, very tough team to beat defensively. But yeah, man, you needed that goal. You got the goal, and after that, there was literally you limited their chances. To be fair, and that's it. If you can limit their chances, you get your goal.
Yeah.
And just play it out, man. It was a very professional performance from Arsenal at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's annoying. That's why I'm saying sim the season, because it's just like, bro, it's just going to happen again and again and again. I'm looking at your next, like, 5 fixtures, and I'm like, I don't see a loss at all. And you've got Chelsea in there, which is, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, no, it'd be interesting to see where we are when it comes to Christmas. That'll give us a bit more of a tell of what's going on, because I don't know, the Sunderland are like 4th in the table at the minute, so let's see, it was all crazy. But yeah, now speaking of Sunderland, if you've got nothing else to add to the Arsenal game,
I was just gonna say one more thing. In terms of our rivals, obviously I know we're I believe we're 6 points off Liverpool and 7 points off Man City. So 6, 7.
I can't believe it.
All right, that's enough for me.
Listen,
Bro's clip farming, man. Man.
Listen, charge it, bro, charge it.
I just had to, man.
Man, fair enough. But yeah, speaking of Sunderland and that, bro, Chelsea 1, Sunderland 2. I don't know what else I can say. I don't know what else I can add. I feel like I've been saying the same thing all season. Third loss of the season now. Third loss where it's like, where? How? Brighton was the same. I didn't see how they were playing in any way, shape or form at high level. United, again, what the hell happened there? And then this game,
I'd say Bayern Munich.
Yeah, Bayern Munich is not. No, but Bayern Munich, you can take it because Bayern away. You know what I mean?
But I'd say you lost all those games the same way.
Yeah, definitely. Exactly what I've been saying the whole season. Not
necessarily the opposition being way better.
No.
You self-destructed.
Exactly.
Every time you lost.
Exactly. And it happens yet again. Listen, the starting lineup, again, I'm not happy with. You know what I mean? Bro, how many times are we going to see, what's it called? João Pedro playing every week in, week out, and he's got zero sort of, like, for the last 4 or 5 weeks, he's got zero ability to put himself about physically. He doesn't look busy at all. I don't know if it's an injury he's carrying. That's what Maresca keeps saying. Oh, he's not training every game, every training day, because he's got some sort of issues carrying. What the hell with your issue, bruv? Play players that are fit. If you can't play him, drop him. You got Esteval on the bench, one of our most brightest players this season. He's on the bench again. Do you know what I mean? And credit to Sunderland here. I'm not gonna say that we were all over them. No, Sunderland were actually really good, and they played beginning in the first half. They were on top of us, much the better side, and we were playing long. That's where we got our goal. We scored our first goal off of a counter attack, off a transition. Played a long ball, won the second ball, and I was like, you know what? Why don't we do this? I don't care if we're not going to dominate games. I prefer if we don't dominate games. Yeah, because as we know, in the second half, we came out and decided to hold the ball for so long, doing nothing with it, literally nothing with it, creating absolutely nothing. Because apparently, if we don't have Cole Palmer, according to Maresca, if we don't have Cole Palmer, there's nobody that's allowed to be a free role. Nobody can come pick up the ball from anywhere and try and attack. No, God forbid anybody tries to split the defense with a pass over the top. God forbid anybody tries and picks up the ball and tries to make anything happen. God forbid anybody tries and makes a pass longer than 2 yards to the centre back, and then back to the keeper, and then back to the centre back. Bro, like, I feel like I'm going mad watching the games. I literally feel like I'm going mad. I know where it's going to go. It was 1-0 up, and I was telling my brother, it's over. We've lost this game. I can see it already. The amount of chances they will make it. Do you know what I mean? And then it comes, long throw. These guys, they get a throw on. We can see the throw on. I see him lining up to take it, and I said, it's done already. Look at the way these men are lining up. We have 10 men at the front post. Everyone's at the front post. What are they trying to do? They're trying to get on the first contact. You all missed the first contact. There's 2 guys stood there behind, waiting to tap it in now. Ball comes, launched it in, all go, they all miss it. Who's there to tap it in? Isidore. 1-1.
Yeah.
And then, what's it called? The game management. We're talking about, cool, we're 1-1 here. Let's try and get forward and score a goal. 70-minute mark, what does he do? He takes off Josh Ashambong, who was our best player on the day, in my opinion. Fantastic defending. Did really well progressing the ball from the back by 19 years of age, bro. He's a young player, yeah? Bro.
I rate Miley.
He's fantastic.
Your best centre back.
Exactly.
He could be your best centre back.
And he takes him off and he brings on Tosin, who, for the second goal, Brian Bobry, I don't even know how to say his name. Brian Barbrero, I don't really care, bruv. Whatever the hell his name is, decides to tell Tosin to stop like he's a flipping lollipop lady. He says, hey, stop right there. Holds up the ball for 10 minutes. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Held up the ball for 10 minutes. He held up traffic. He said, listen, wait there. We've got a lorry that needs to pass. Beep, 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 beep. Slow as hell. Beep. Nothing. Chalobah just stood there watching my man.
I feel like Chalobah didn't get enough.
What can he do though? What can he do though in that position? Is he going to go in front and then as soon as he goes in front, they lay it off there to a guy who's running on? He did the right thing in terms of trying to stay in front of the person who come. Tosin, on the other hand, didn't even try and shift the player at all. He just got manhandled.
Yeah.
He put his arm on you and he gave you the enforcer. The enforcer plus. Bruv, my head was gone, yeah, and then there you go. It's a lovely finish from Taibbi. Bro, fantastic finish into the bottom corner, and that's it. Game over at that point. Game over. I know once we go down against teams who know how to sit back a little bit, yeah, because that's what they did after that. They just saying we had fuck all to do. Yeah. Because what we're gonna do, sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards. And you know what pisses me off again? If Cole Palmer's out injured, who's our best creator in your opinion?
I would actually like to say Esteval.
Esteval's probably our best creator on the bench. In terms of our other players, who else you guys think?
Reece James.
Yeah, I was going to say Reece.
Reece James, right?
Yeah.
Enzo Maresca Esquire. This is a part of the lawsuit as well. Reece James is playing as a right back, but he plays as the third centre back in a 3, or he plays as an inverted midfielder. So he's in a DM. How is he going to create from there? How can he get the passes that he needs to get in, which we know he can do from wide areas, as we've seen, the whips into the box, which are especially dangerous against low blocks, by the way. Not me saying this, it's the data, it's the analytics. If you check it out, most teams who are successful against teams that sit deep go wide and get crosses in from the byline. Chelsea, though, we just decided to lock off that area of the pitch. No, it's hazardous. We can't go there. There's some sort of contaminated material, nuclear fission. All this sort of things happening over there. It's a laboratory. We don't want to go there. We don't want to go to the byline. No, we'll just play in front of the defense. We'll play in front of everyone. Here, you can see everything we're going to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes. And it's been every game, and I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I'd much rather we defend deep and counter-attack. I'd much rather that. I'd much rather we're like Arsenal, where we're just defensively solid and we get a goal on a set piece. We had 7-8 corners. We didn't look like scoring from one. Yeah, that's all you need, bro.
Such an asset.
That's all, exactly, because when these teams are going to sit deep, if you win corners and you win free kicks, putting that ball into a dangerous area and being able to get something, or even what you guys do, little flick on, little deflection in the box, as we saw, Sarr tried to clear it, it falls to Eze. This is what happens. But we don't have that. We don't have sort of critical thinking when it comes to any sort of set pieces, in-game management. It's over. It's over, man. It's so over. But we have such quality players, and that's what pisses me off. We're letting down players like Caicedo. We're letting down players like Cucurella. We're letting down players like Reece James. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we've got such quality in the team. Esteval comes on with 20 minutes to go. What can he do in 20 minutes? I know he's fantastic. And he's been doing something every time he's come off the bench, by the way. I don't know if you've seen. He gets assists, he gets goals off the bench all the time. It's going to stop at some point, man. He's only getting 20 minutes here and there. He's not going to be able to do what he needs to do. Let the kid start. I understand. I hear it. He's young. I can't look at Pedro Netanyahu again. I can't do it. Pedro Neto, bro. Head down all the time. We was away on the transition. Garnacho's in. Pedro Neto plays behind him.
Oh, yes.
He played it behind him.
Yes.
Why? It's a simple pass. Put it in front. No one else is chasing you. Under no pressure whatsoever. You can keep running if you want, Pedro Netanyahu. Oh, man. I don't know, bro. These guys are absolutely driving me crazy. They're driving me crazy. And I've had it up to here. Like, beyond here. I don't even know what to do anymore, man. I don't know what to do, bro. I sit down to watch Chelsea and I'm already resigned to the fact that it's going to be a waste of 2 hours. It's a waste of my time. I don't even watch Chelsea for enjoyment anymore. I watch it because I feel like I have to. What is that?
But this is the thing. Don't you get a different feeling of watching Chelsea this season compared to last season or season before? I'm sure you've gone from a different emotional roller coaster.
100%. 100%. That's the thing. Whereas before, I was more relaxed because I knew we had shit players. I knew we was terrible. Under Potter, I knew we was going nowhere because we had flipping Lukaku and Aubameyang and do you know what I'm saying, bro?
Crazy.
Oh my days, bro.
Summer was actually
bro.
Sterling, Koulibaly.
That was absolutely dreadful. And then, bro, so that's where I was like, when there's no team, I can understand, and I'm like, you know what, cool, fine, whatever, innit? But now we have quality, bro. We have quality players in every position. And I'm looking at it and I'm just like, brother, let me eat for once in my life, bro. Like, let me eat. It's been 5 years, bro. It's been 5 years. Sorry, it's been almost 10 years since we last won the Prem. And this time will fly, bro. Ask these, man. Bro, 20, how many years? 21 years. 21 years. And it will go like that, you know. You won't realise. And then 21 years, all of a sudden, you haven't got a Prem. Our last one was in 2016, 17. Do you know what I'm saying? It's almost 8 years now. Bro, it's going to be longer. And I'm saying, I wanted this season, especially with what we did in the pre-season and before that as well, coming off the end of last season. Bro, we can show that we can really compete against top teams. Even Arsenal last season, when we played them, a lot better than the season before. Do you know what I'm saying? Where we was getting packed by them 3, 4, 5s.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
100%.
We drew at home. I feel like we should have won. We had a gilt-edged chance at the beginning. Gusto with the header that he missed from right in front of the goal. Bro, I thought we should have won that, yeah. But 2-2, fair enough. And then we go away to theirs and they absolutely, what's it called? Are terrible, full effect by this time. You know, but at least early in the season, they were trying to play football. Got to the second half, he's pure terrible. And they scored off of 1-0, they beat us. Marino. And we had zero chance that whole game because, you know what I mean? For some reason, Palmer's always out injured whenever we play these guys.
I always thought that.
It's so jarring. They always get away with it.
It looks like he's ducking the heat. It
does.
He's been ducking since his first season.
Allow it.
First season. When you might got blitzed. You went there. And everyone was saying, Palmer's like one of the people at work that know when to call us.
But I thought that we can sit here and talk about this all day long, bro. The guy, in my opinion, I don't think he's fit to coach at a high level, man. It's purely in-game management as well at this point, because before people clocked onto the stuff that he does, it was very new, like Cucurella popping up in the 8 position and all these sort of things, the fullbacks inverting, things like this. It was confusing people last season, which is why I feel like we did so well at the first part of last season. People realized what he could do. They found out exactly how to stop it, which is just play with a back 5, drop your line deep. I swear to God, these guys will do nothing to harm you, bro, because they don't use the wide areas at all. Watch Chelsea. I swear to God, watch us right in front of them the whole time. It's like we've literally cordoned off the corners of the pitch. You know, I've seen it in training as well. With certain coaches, they'll make a different pitch with the training in it, and they'll cut off certain parts of the pitch.
Yes,
bruv. That's what we're doing in games. We're cutting off parts of the pitch and saying it's a restricted, no goals on. And my head is absolutely scrambled from it, bro. I literally have nothing else to say. I know it's been a long run. I've been talking about this for ages. I feel it in my voice. I feel like I'm losing my voice already just talking about this guy. But it's so frustrating. And it makes it even more frustrating when you see other teams and the way that they're playing, especially with Sunderland. Very direct style, very old school style of football, long throws into the box. Mate, if Chelsea could throw, if we had, we probably do have someone who could throw the ball long, but we don't want to. For some reason, everything has to be short.
You'd hop, yeah. Actually, that's a great thing to even mention, because Maresca said after the game that
Didn't he?
He didn't want to. No, not
He said, "I don't see us doing the long throw."
Yeah, he did. No, did he say that
He
before?
did. He said it was before the game. It was before the
and
game. They
then
asked him about
loses
the long throw before the game, and he said it looks like a useful tool for people to use, but I don't see us using it. And you know what else he said in history? This guy has the worst quotes ever, by the way. You know what else he said previously? He said, "I don't like to play with my fullbacks high and wide." So that he is already limiting himself as a coach. Once you say I can't play a certain style publicly, you're saying I'm not going to do that, then you're living by that. And he has lived by that. I haven't seen Rich James high and wide once. And you know what I'm saying? Where he's best, by the way.
Right.
But hey ho, what do I know? You know what I mean? I'm just a guy. You know what I mean? I'm just a guy here
with a podcast.
with a podcast, bro. But yeah, man, is what it is. Chelsea with another loss, and it's not gonna get better. I can say that right now. We've got Spurs away next, and with what they've done this weekend, you know what I mean. It's not gonna be an easy place to go. But speaking of a team that's on the opposite trajectory to Chelsea at the minute, something that I would have never guessed in my life, but all credit is due. Manchester United 4, Brighton 2. Oi, Man United, man. They're really starting to look like a. Do you know what I mean? I know they had a couple shaky moments at the end when they conceded the goal later on, whatever. However, I will say overall they're looking good, man. They're clinical in transition as well. Mbumo. Wow.
Incredible.
That little dummy from Bruno for his second, was it? Or was it his first goal? Can't remember. He just left the ball because he knew Mbumo was running to space. Beautiful finish. Man, I'm a bit jealous of United, you know. Hey, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of the game?
Sometimes I think I'm in the twilight zone. How have things gone like this so quickly? Like a whole month ago, you could say different. No, not even a whole 2 months ago. You could say such different storylines for people's season. You know, we was even talking about if Man City were going to be back or not start of the season, this and that. I'm still not even of the opinion that they're out of the race, but they look like a worse team than I thought. Arsenal look way better than I thought. Liverpool look horrendous. And in United, I'm not willing to admit that they're there yet. I'm just not. It's too annoying. Because to me, it's just
But they did recruit really well, innit? They recruited so well.
Even our first game. Oh, sorry.
I was even going to say, actually, about that recruitment part, because this is what I really wanted to address. I feel like the gaping hole in their team was the midfielder era.
I agree.
Didn't acquire one.
I agree.
So how have they now supposedly got it together?
No, but it's not that to got it together to a point where they're going to be flying into top 4 automatically or whatever it is. I'm not saying that. But when you've got one game a week, which helps a lot in terms of you're not playing in Europe, and you've got a squad and a first team which is strong, you're lacking in that midfield position. However, Casemiro has somewhat come for his little couple months of form right now. I don't know how long it will last, but he looks really good. And Bruno, even though he's not as effective in the deeper role, he's starting to sort of pick up a little bit more of the role than he had previously.
Right.
So that's where you see things improving slightly. I don't know, man. It's overall they look sharp. And Mbumo, man, when you have a player who can finish those sort of chances consistently in him, which he has been doing now for a couple of weeks, he's been scoring for them, mate. You know what I mean? They can definitely carry on this run of form for a while, especially with the fixtures they have coming up, because they had quite a hard start to the season, if we're being honest. Arsenal,
to be fair, I feel like Liverpool over us as well.
They had Arsenal, Liverpool,
Chelsea.
Bruv, they had a hard start to the season.
they
Spurs?
City.
Did they play Spurs?
Not
Did they play
yet.
City?
They played City.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did. They lost to City. You see what I'm saying? So they had a hard start to the season when you look at who they played and stuff. So now they're starting to get a bit more of an open run. We'll see what United can do, man. The front line is what's the main selling point for me. I think
Cunha
the front
as well.
line looks so sharp.
Yeah,
And Cunha got his first goal as well.
Great goal.
Great finish, which he's got in him. If they click and they can continue doing this, I'm not saying that they're gonna go and win the title or anything like that, bro, or even get top 4. But I think Europe is a very successful season for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What do you think? You're looking a bit.
It's no, because I feel like I'm trying to change the coding in my head. Like
Yeah,
no matter
you still
what,
can't. Yeah.
I'm gonna I just cannot.
Yeah, I hear it.
I can't buy into this United team. To me, it's like it's just a smoke screen, and United fans are going to get onto me. I've already been getting loads of United fans saying that I just don't give them credit. You know, we're getting that in the comments, but guys, these 3 games, I'm not buying it. I'm not just salty because of the Liverpool result. I'm not just salty. Like, I felt like these games they've produced quality finishes, but I just don't think it's gonna run out. I don't think it's gonna last. I think it'll run out. So I'll be surprised if they get Europe.
Okay,
I'm gonna say that one. You know,
Fairs.
hold me to it.
Fairs, man. Yeah, great game. But yeah, moving on to the other side of Manchester. Very, 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 very surprised result from my perspective. To be honest, I thought Man City would really be able to get a win here, but yeah. Villa 1, Manchester City 0.
Yeah, Villa Park's been a bogey ground though.
It has been. It has been, to be fair.
They don't win it too much often.
And Villa have definitely looked a lot better recently in terms of defensively, for sure. What a strike from Mike Cash.
Oh, wow.
On his weaker foot. Brilliant strike.
Wow.
And Haaland had a couple chances, which wasn't clinical. He had the one proper one where he was in kind of not one-on-one, but he put it low, tried to do his usual
Opening the
opening the body up, and Emi Martinez read it early and just dived early and caught it, which I thought if you given it a second there and just wrapped it back near post,
exactly,
could have killed him.
Yeah,
and I think if you get the 1 goal there now, it will be a lot harder for Villa to then move forward. But man, very, very, very strong performance from Emery's men. They defended resolutely. Emi Martinez made a couple of great saves. To be fair, I'm shocked that this game was 1-0 because there was some unbelievable saves in this game. Even Donnarumma made a couple of saves as well. And I was just like, wow, man, it was just a mental one.
Didn't Villa have a long shot where they hit the far post?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think first half.
Definitely. I will say though, I thought City should have had a penalty for a two-handed push from Morgan Rogers on Gvardiol. He literally just tossed him over in the box, and I was just like, that looked like a pen, to be honest. But nothing from the VAR. It's one of those ones there where it just gets glossed over and then nobody speaks about it afterwards. Just again, it happens quite a lot in the Premier League. The level of officiating really does have to improve, but at the same time, it's run of the mill. We've seen it so many times this season.
If I'm not mistaken, I think a certain ref was refereeing that game. I can't say too much.
Okay.
But I remember I saw the footage and then I saw the ref on the screen. I was like,
MO.
You know, exactly.
MO. I'm not going to say his name. MO. But we have an MO, not to say his name. Yeah, no. Statement performance from Villa.
Yeah.
Good win. And yeah, crash and gold. I think City, they can bounce back from that still. Again, it depends on, I feel like this season is going to depend heavily on how Arsenal get on. If Arsenal show any sort of cracks or things like that, then I don't think it's going to be a 96 point, do you know what I mean? 95 point season. I think it might be like an 80, 78. Hopefully. I prefer those ones where it's like a lot more teams could somehow get into it, 5-6 points in it coming towards the end part of the season. We pray, we hope. But yeah, I don't think it will happen. But yeah, moving into our next, speaking of titles, moving into our next game, Liverpool 2, Brentford 3, or Brentford 3, Liverpool 2. Brentford were at home for this one, weren't they? Yeah. Brentford, man. Wow. Rock and roll football, man. I'm loving it. I love the way that they play. Again, you guys were undone. Fire on throw. Bro. How?
It was like watching ninjas play, the way they did that.
It's insane.
We didn't have a chance at defending that.
No. Especially, what's his name? Is the right back, isn't it? Coyote,
yeah. So good at those.
He's so good. We got hit by that. We got hit by that as well.
It's like a 3-pointer.
Yeah, it's literally, it's incredible. It's incredible. He's like the Black Dilap. He's the Black Dilap, bro.
In the second half, I'm not even joking. Every time he picked up the ball, I was absolutely. I was just gripping the side of the sofa. Like, please, don't do it again, please. Oh man.
No,
that's the fear is drunk, man.
Launched it in there, man.
And we can't. And I don't know what it is with Liverpool right now. We can't deal with anything in the air, man. We can't deal with anything, and it's crazy because we got two. We actually have a pretty tall team in general.
Yeah,
actually, I think outside of like Mo Salah or
like McAllister or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You do have some
tall players. But yeah, we've been really missing a couple guys who've been injured. But to be honest, that's not even the bigger picture. Like Brentford just thoroughly deserved the win.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just handled Liverpool well. You know, they weren't ever really in a losing
great pen from Thiago.
position.
Igor Thiago, he's a handful, man. He's a handful. I really like him. He was their original Ivan Toney replacement when Tony when he went to Saudi.
Yeah, I think
he was the original replacement, but he got injured in that first season,
Exactly.
and he wasn't playing, but he's getting back into the groove of things now. And bro, he's a goal scorer, bro. I think that's the sixth goal for him in Premier League this season. You know,
Crazy.
Which is actually quite mental. But yeah, Liverpool vulnerable in the transition and from set pieces. And as you were saying earlier, man, people are starting to be a bit more ruthless to slot, and
it's deserved to an extent, you know. And it feels so crazy to say this because he just won the Premier League. He's still the reigning champion, but you know, I wouldn't question his position. I've been quite
I agree
about that.
But Salah again,
What a goal!
Salah again,
Yeah.
finally. Sorry, not again. For the first time in a while, bro.
Yeah.
But fam, this guy, I swear to God, again, the dark magician, did nothing the whole game. And then the ball drops, fantastic touch, and then he just swings his right foot at it. You see the way he just swung at it? He just swung at it, but somehow it crashes off the bar and bounces into over the line.
My favorite
The
kind
guy
of
I'm telling you, he was doing something. I don't know what sort of children he sacrificed or what happened, but when he swung that foot, the dark magician struck again, and the ball flew over the line, and I was just like, how? But I'm glad now, because not that many people own him on FPL anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of people sold and moved on.
I still had him, but
me too.
but I literally sold him 10 minutes before he scored in real life.
Really?
So I was literally like, you know what? Because either that or I literally said this isn't gonna fool me, and I just sold. Because I think that goal made me just feel like, you know what? That justified me keeping you just for a while, but I just can't keep a player that expensive.
Nah, man. Especially when he's playing that far wide. He was inside for his goal, and that's where he needs to be.
Exactly,
Yes.
I feel like you guys will have to probably switch system at some point in terms of making a 3 at the back and then having Frimpong go super high and wide like a winger.
The problem is we don't have the depth for 3 at the back.
No, but not 3 centre backs. I'd say build in a 3. I don't know if Kirkis can do that left centre back role. Maybe Robertson can.
Way more likely to. But for some reason, Arne Slot looks like he just wants to phase him out. If I'm being honest, like Kirkis. You know what the actually crazy part is the 2 worst Liverpool players scored for them. Kirkis, how he even popped up for that goal, I was like,
bro, Charlie Kirkis, man. Listen, let me say one thing about that guy, Charlie Kirkis. He is absolutely dreadful. We didn't even speak about it, but that last week, was it the week before, where he dived? That the worst dive I've ever seen in my life, and he got shot.
It's up there with Michael Richards.
It's tough because I still see the potential in the player, but I'll just be honest that Slot is not using him. He's not playing to his strengths at all, and this has been my main gripe with Slot. It's like he's made a system, or not even that he's made a system, but he's playing to nobody's strengths at all. Nobody. I'm thinking, brother, you have like, you know, it's funny with all these like fun and games when you're on social media so often, but it's like you've got Salah, you've got Isak, you've got Wirtz. Ekitike looks way better than anyone expected.
Bro,
you know, nobody's talking about Ekitike's price tag all of a sudden.
No, he's fantastic.
You know, he looks worth the money.
Yeah.
You know, and then you've got all of these guys, and it's like even Gakpo on his day. Gakpo has actually been stinking up recently. I don't know.
I think he's your best like left in terms of that. But even from last season, I thought he was better than Diaz. Just because he's gone.
I was initially happy to continue Gakpo as the first choice. That's why I wasn't too.
He's done well as well, numbers wise.
No, he's not been bad. He's a bit wasteful though. That's the thing. But he has a goal streak in him, which from like, let's say compared to Darwin Núñez would be wasteful, and you still don't know when the next goal is going to come. With Gakpo, I'm not looking to see him get a goal drought anytime soon. He can still pop up with a goal, but I feel like he needs to be a bit more clinical. But again, another one that I believe in. But Slot, he's not making the best use of these players. I don't know for you guys as rival fans, where do you see Liverpool moving forward? Because I see a formation change being pivotal. I don't know why he switched back to a formation.
Listen, I agree with you. I see a lot of similarities between you lot and us at the minute in terms of not playing to the players' strengths, and certain players who have deserved minutes by merit not getting those minutes.
Federico Chiesa, I don't know what he did to this brother. If he didn't say hi to him on his first day,
Yeah, bro.
he's got
Yeah,
grudge.
yeah.
What,
That's exactly how I feel with
Honestly.
what he's doing, what Maresca's doing with Esteval and a few other players that we've got on the bench who deserve to play. Jarrell Hato, why he didn't come on instead of Tosin at the Barabaro. I don't even know how to say his name, but he has gone, bro. He's got size 17 shoes. Have you seen his shoes? How big they are? He gave away a penalty. He gave away a penalty midweek. Yeah, he was 10 meters away from the guy. How you giving away? How you giving away a penalty where you have to social distance against my man, bro? You have to social distance 6.5 feet, yeah, and you'll give away a penalty. That's how long his foot is, bro. You telling me a man has got to lift up his foot, yeah, big ass foot, 10 times to move and try and get towards someone, bro. If he's not gonna give away a foul, allow it, man. How you bringing that guy onto the pitch? But yeah, sorry, I don't even know.
Speaking of penalties, though, there was a strange decision that led to Brentford's goal, which well, I thought it was strange. It's just that it was a bit unexpected. So there was a foul from Van Dijk, initially judged to be a free kick, but then VAR was kind of like in the background saying, actually, maybe go and check that one. Or rather, I don't think he didn't check it. He just let VAR overturned it, said, no, it's a penalty, and he announced it. And I was like, didn't go to the monitor to check it or anything. And I was like,
it was in the box though, wasn't it? It was a foul.
It was on the line.
Yeah, which is in the box.
It was more the case of the actual contact to give the pen.
Okay.
I was like, it was very, very soft, in my opinion. I just thought,
but we've seen that so many times this season where they give away such soft decisions, isn't it? It's just like that. They pick and choose as well when they want to do it. It's so obvious, and I honestly bored of talking about it. It happens almost every game, almost every week, and it's just they need to do better. They really need to do better. Honestly, it's terrible. But yeah, Liverpool, man, it's a dark world, and you know what? They deserve it because of Mo Salah.
Nah, man.
Dark magician deserves to live in darkness. You know what I'm saying? On the dark continent. Cast him away, man.
Is it?
That absolute bastard, bro. I've had so many years of him just terrorizing me. Alhamdulillah, bro.
Just before we quickly move on, I just want to get your thoughts on Isak, like his current kind of state at Liverpool. Like as a Liverpool fan, where do you think he kind of stands in the team and just like his form right now?
With Isak isn't playing well. He's kind of looks like he's ghosting in games, if I'm being honest. But my gripe is with Isak is because he's so early on in his career, I don't blame him too much. I'm fully blaming Arne Slot for this because I believe the future is not Isak or Ekitike, it's both.
Yeah,
these guys in the same team is what I'm dreaming about. Like these guys could do something amazing. I don't know how it works for the guys around them. I'll admit that. I don't really think 4-4-2 is what we should do permanently, but I genuinely think 4-4-2 works better than what we're trying to do replicating last season's system. I don't feel like we don't have the guys like Diaz who can press the way that he presses, unfortunately. We don't have anyone who's willing to bust a gut like that and these kind of things. And I feel like with Isak, if he's playing next to Ekitike, I can see them connecting very well.
Yeah.
I truly think,
definitely. I agree with that for sure, 100%.
I really do.
And
I don't think he's being used properly in the slightest. And it's making me think, we have Isak. You know, we was crying all summer for Isak. Now I'm seeing Liverpool fans, and this is what I mean with the overreaction thing. Now I'm seeing Liverpool fans saying, "Oh my God, we signed the better striker the whole time." Like, come on, guys. Like, it's good that we have two good strikers. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
For sure.
I think both.
Yeah.
I think most other clubs would play both. I don't think most other clubs would choose to bench Ekitike in the form he's in.
Listen, we wanted Ekitike, man, and I'm looking at it like, I wish we got that one done, to be honest. And man, he looks like the one, and he looks so confident.
Yeah,
and he has got this sort of like just calmness about him as well, where he's just assured in himself, which I really respect. So yeah, let's see how it carries on. Hopefully, you guys continue going downhill. Salah is a terrorist.
I can't handle it, man.
But yeah, next game, Big Six, last of the Big Six games, Everton 0, Spurs 3. Very comprehensive victory from Tottenham. I feel like the scoreline doesn't tell the full story because Vicario was fantastic in this game as well. Made a number of great saves. Everton very unlucky not to score. They had a little better chance towards the end, and Diaz clips the ball in. He tries the overhead kick, and Vicario, man, with the absolute wonder save. Everton, man, they lacked that finishing cutting edge, if you know what I mean. And set pieces from Spurs today were on point. As I said, set pieces, they're reigning supreme in the Premier League this year. Such a massive way of scoring goals for teams. And Van der Ven, as we'll talk later on, with a massive FPL haul with 2 goals and a clean sheet. 24 points, I think it is.
23
but
to be exact.
23, yeah. He knows exactly. Yeah, we'll get into that why. But yeah, very comfortable win for Spurs at the Hill Dickinson. Everton, bro. They're gonna recover from this. Thomas Frank, man. Let me tell you, bro. The guy knows how to set up a team in terms of set pieces, and things like that. Spurs flying modestly high at the minute, in third, I think, in the table. Which obviously doesn't mean much at this moment in time, but they're starting to build a catalogue, starting to build a foundation. It's the truth, innit? They're starting to build a foundation.
You said that after 10 games, it begins to tell your story. But because it's Spurs, it's like, you know what?
Yeah,
actually, it's
a couple games. There's a couple games. They're building something, innit? They're building something.
Oh, man, this man.
But yeah, that's it for the big 6 fixtures, unless you guys have anything to add on the Spurs.
Yeah, I was going to say Everton are unlucky. Like, you could even see in the game, they were still in it. Like, even, 2-0 down, whatnot. But I think they had the offside goal as well, actually.
Yeah, that was it. That was goal was ruled off offside.
But what did you guys think of that? Because I remember watching it back and thinking, like, obviously, VAR age, obviously, that can't stand. But it's just like,
I know what you're saying. It's because they're both offside. If there was a player who was on the line from the Spurs or whatever, then I'd get it. But because they're both offside
and impeding the
keeper actively in play, I hear it. It's one of those ones there where once you understand it, it's like, fair enough. One of them ones. But yeah, going into the rest of the games, we had the Friday night fixture, Leeds 2, West Ham 1, and it's looking very, very bleak for West Ham. Another set piece conceded for them. They've conceded the most set pieces by far this season, especially from centre backs for some reason. Centre backs scoring headers. They love it. Joe Rodon was the one this week. I was saying before the last game, bullet header. I was saying before the last game, or the game before when they played Everton, before the game, I was reading some sort of analysis saying that West Ham from corners, this specific type of corner especially, they've conceded it again, which is baffling. A completely different culture and stuff. Still struggling to get to grips with the set piece situation. And as Will said at the beginning of the season, West Ham truly are looking like fodder.
I'm looking like my crystal ball predict, because that one result they had. Oh, I remember some people tried to get on to me about it, man.
Yeah, when they beat Forest 3-0.
But honestly, but it's like I said, man. West Ham, they are. I think this is years of misrecruiting. Misprofiling players. It's finally come back to get them, I done this with my own channel. I made a video where I was talking about like whether Bowen would be willing to move, and then loads of West Ham fans commented saying like, oh, he's a club, he loves the club, he's a Bowen fan, he wants
because he's married,
he wants to be
Danny Dyer.
He wants to be a West Ham legend. So many of them saying, oh, he said he wants all of this stuff. I'm just saying, guys, like,
it's all the stuff that he's telling Danny Dyer because he'll kill him otherwise.
I literally just decided to let reality just prove me right. I did argue with any of them. I was like, guys, you're going to see. Bowen is a good player. He's the captain of the club. But actually, something that's been really interesting to me recently, I think it was a Sky Sports post. I saw loads of West Ham fans. It was like such a 50-50 split. I was reading so many comments, and loads of them were saying, oh, good captain. After his post-match interview for this game, about how the team need to really take a hard look at themselves. And, loads of West Ham fans were saying, oh, good captain. But I've seen so many saying, actually, poor captain. Like, he's a part of the reason why we're in this.
I can hear where it coming from both sides. However, Jarrett Bowen has been their standout performer this season.
True.
Yeah.
And he's even again yesterday with the assist for the goal, he shows quality all the time. And I feel like he's definitely in a position where he can 100% criticize any of the players in the team and stand up and have. I think that's a sign of a great leadership to be able to shout, because you need that wake up call. I don't care if it's public or not. You need that wake up call. You need people to hear you and be like, yeah, you know what, Fairs, man, you threw me under the bus, but you know what, I need to fight for this club. I need to show day in, day out why I'm proud to be wearing this badge on the shirt. I'm fighting for the fans, because that's what it is at the end of the day, innit? You gotta be able to fight for the people who are paying money, their hard-earned money. Yeah, people work hard to be able to afford extortionate tickets to go to football games, man. Do you know what I mean? So I think he's 100% totally in the right there, man. I think that's great leadership for me. And yeah, I wish we had a captain who'd come out and say that, to be fair, but yeah.
Tough times.
Yeah, it is very tough. But yeah, Leeds to West Ham 1. Great win for Leeds. They're looking good. Tanaka, they've got a good squad, man, and they've started this season really well, actually. Joe Rodon himself as well, top quality player. Their fullbacks, I like Bijo. I like Bijo a lot. Who else is there?
I think Longstaff quietly.
He's fantastic. He's like he reminds me a lot of Elliot Anderson. Obviously he comes from Newcastle as well, innit? Yeah. Like he's an all action midfielder, taking set pieces as well. Great defensively. Yeah, top player. I feel like Leeds are doing a good job, and honestly I wouldn't be too shocked if they stay up, given the other teams in the Premier League and what they're doing at the minute. In terms of the teams we'll get into soon. But up north, again, we'll move into our next game. Newcastle 2, Fulham 1. Very competitive game, this one. Newcastle just about managed to get the winner in the end, Bruno Guimaraes, with a great finish. Their first goal as well, Jacob Murphy with a great finish. This guy's 35 years old. He seems like he's just getting better with age. Aging like fine wine. He's so good.
He's got a really interesting way of striking the ball.
He does, doesn't he? Yeah. Honestly, he almost scored the near post one as well. I think he hit the crossbar or the post or something. Or the keeper made a save. But he loves that near post finish too. He's hit us with it a couple of times. For sure, I know that. Yeah, very good player, man. And he's just always there to score the goal. I feel like Newcastle are hitting a bit of a rhythm now, hitting their stride. Voltemada should have had a goal this game. Hit the post from about 5 yards out. But again, I don't think he's too stressed about that. He scored, 5 and 7?
Yeah. He's been playing great, though. Like, you see his influence in every game.
You definitely do. You definitely do. And that's the main thing as well. He's such a silky player. I really like him, man. It's hard not to like him.
Great,
you see it.
honestly, great profiling.
His size as well. Like
his size, that's the thing. When you see him on the pitch, you're like, whoa, like he moves so elegantly.
In Germany, they called him Walter Messi, and I remember so many fans. As soon as they heard that, they were like, "Oh, what a great joke!" This and that. But just people who didn't watch him play. Like, you know what I mean?
He's techie. He is very techie. But Newcastle 2-1, great game. Fulham could have gotten a couple more there, but they were wasteful. And yeah, man.
A lot of injuries as well.
A lot of injuries, to be fair. They're going for a bit of a rough patch, but I think they've got a good enough squad and a good enough coach to not get dragged into something a bit sinister, like Nottingham Forest. Bournemouth 2, Nottingham Forest 0, man. It's not looking great for these guys, bro. Ange's gone, and they are not getting any sort of manager bounce. They won midweek against Porto. Fantastic result.
Yeah.
And they go to Bournemouth, and yeah, man, it's not great at all. They can't create chances, and they look so bad defensively. At least it wasn't the Semenyo show this time. Semenyo doesn't manage to get away with anything this time. But yeah, Krupi Jr. with another goal.
Yep,
he's looking quite good, to be fair.
I think
great goal as well, actually.
Yeah,
I think it's his second ever senior career goal. Or my
really? No, he scored 2 in the last game.
No,
I'm pretty sure he's been scoring quite a few this season.
For Bournemouth specifically, actually.
For Bournemouth, he scored quite a few times this season. He scored 2 in the game before. He scored in the game before, and he scored 2 before that. I think he's on 4 goals this year.
I think. Oh, is this? I don't know. I must be misremembering the stat.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know.
No, he's been really good this season. He's a very young striker as well. And yeah, he's been really good, to be fair. Man, it's looking bleak for Nottingham Forest. Sean Dyche, his voice was gone at the end of the game. You can see it, you can hear it. Forest slump continues. Bournemouth looking sharp as always. They're looking good, and they'll continue on in that vein. Anyone got anything to add on that one?
I was going to say in regards to that as well. Obviously, it's obviously the Nottingham Forest story, just another loss or another bad result. But again, it's Bournemouth, and it's Bournemouth away as well.
Yeah, very good
so
team.
I couldn't really, give them too much stick.
Exactly why I was it's a bit harsh getting rid of Ange after that Chelsea game, because you know what I mean?
Sure.
It's another top team, which Bournemouth are. I feel like they're going to probably have to be starting to be recognised as that team that's going to be pushing into that European spaces soon, because they just got such good quality. I think they scored directly from a free kick in this game, so I'm not seeing.
Tavernier scored from a corner. Crazy.
Corner, sorry. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, he scored directly from the corner. But yeah, man, our last game of the weekend, was a mental one. This one's probably one that's going to be a little bit of a relegation scrap. But Burnley managed to get the win over Wolves. Wolves are looking absolutely dire, but this one was a crazy game.
Yeah.
3-2. Two great goals from Fleming.
Yes.
Up top.
The first one.
The first one was naughty. Ball comes over the top, and you're thinking, is he going to let it bounce, whatever? He just cushions it like first time, and it just rolls into the bottom corner. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Incredible first finish. And then he gets his second, another great goal. Nice little play from Burnley, and they're 2 up, and you're thinking they're cruising.
Yeah.
Wolves pull one back. And then Munetsi gets one off of a set piece situation. It's 2-2
at half time as well.
Yeah, exactly. 2-2 out is crazy. And then out of nowhere, in the dying embers of the game, Lyle Foster gets played through. And this guy, I swear to God, it's like you never see him until you're watching a Burnley game. I know I was explaining it, but you never hear of him. You don't see him in the whole game. And he just pops up and he's in on goal and he scores.
Yeah.
It's like he's always scoring. This Lyle Foster guy, bro. It's insane.
He's just coming back from injury as well. I think he only played last 14 in that game.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it makes sense because he came on in it because Fleming was playing up top. But yeah, man, great finish at the end to wrap up and get the win for Burnley, and that's a massive one. Wolves struggling. I saw Jose after the game,
Man.
talking to the fans in the car park. Shout out to Saeed TV. That was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was insane.
He was like, when you lose, I don't talk to my wife. And
He's leg swinging.
I reckon there's loads of players like that.
He's leg swinging like Amarim, bro. Remember Amarim was like, I don't talk to my children. Sometimes I love my kids. Sometimes I hate my kids. That's what he's doing, bro. Man's leg swinging, bro. It's insane, bro. But yeah, man, this is why we love football, guys. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. We're gonna be getting into our FPL Corner. Guys, FPL, man. It was a depressing week for a lot of people. I hear that sigh, Alvin. I hear it. I feel it. It was a dark one for a lot of us, to be honest. Average points across the board of 46. Yeah, man. A lot of assets that people would have had or had captain didn't do well. Haaland 4-pointer. I captained him. Obviously, I think everybody did. I'll go through my team. My team will be up on the screen right now. Nick Pope in goal. Got a couple of saves there. Managed to get 3 points. Wasn't too bad. Gabriel and Timber. Gabriel managing to sneak some bonuses in there quite late on. Gabriel and Timber doing well there. Senesi with a clean sheet as well. So that's all right combination. Chalaba with 1 point, which I thought would be 6 as well off of a clean sheet. But obviously we can't hold on to any sort of lead. Enzo Fernandez that I had in there. Again, I'm not a big fan of Enzo Fernandez as a player, but I see him starting to take up that sort of mode of a Salah where he does nothing in the game and just pops up with a goal here and there. He's been doing it for a while now, so I thought he'd carry on in that vein, but he decided this is the game to hang up his boots and not to put on any. Do you know what I mean? Even midweek, he was absolutely dreadful. He scores a penalty. Insane.
Is it horrible when they score in midweek, but on your FPL team, they can't do it?
It's jarring. But yeah, I had Eze, which I honestly, big one, because that was basically all my points. In terms of the only person who actually scored a goal in my team. And I went for him against a lot of people saying, Saka's the one you want. You know what I mean? But I saw as an opportunity for the next couple of weeks, whilst Erdegaard was out, with Eze playing the 10, for it to be a bit beneficial. And then Voltemade, João Pedro and Haaland up top, which means a combined points, 6 points from those 3 players. Overall 48 points, which managed to keep me around the same rank that I was. It was a small red arrow above around 10k. Nothing mental, bruv. Not even 10k, I think it was like 2k, whatever it was, bro. It was tiny red arrow, but set up well for the next couple coming weeks. I've got 3 Palace in there now. Spoiler alert. João Pedro is gone. I took him out half time of that game. Honestly, I literally had no faith that he would score even. Took him out half time and I brought in my boy. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. There ain't nobody better than Jean-Philippe Mateta. Hey, I'm gonna be singing that tune for the rest of the fucking season, bro, because that's my guy. But yeah, 48 points all out. Everybody kind of had a shit one this week. Alvin, take us through yours, mate.
This one was a dark one. There's no worse feeling than waking up on a Saturday morning, having your nice little, brekkie, your T, it hits 11, and then you realize, oh, I forgot to change my team.
Oh no!
Yeah, so this one was it was kind of bittersweet because, to be fair, I was actually going to take away Salah. I know I'm starting a bit ahead of the pitch, but he actually scored for me, so I was happy to see that.
Yeah.
But starting from the back, I had the Bravkan goal, obviously. Conceded 2.
Yeah.
Vicario on the bench.
Oh
so
my
it's a bit
god!
unfortunate
Oh
there.
my god! I just looked at your bench
Yeah,
now. That's
exactly.
a lot of points.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of points.
Oh my
It was dark because
I mean, you would have had a good week if you'd
have
actually
a
played your
great week.
players.
I had
You
a-
would have had a
yeah.
great week, yeah.
Or just bench boost.
no bench. That's what I'm saying. Literally
you used it.
out.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, I haven't even used it. That's the
Oh,
saddest
yeah,
part.
you just
but
didn't have
yeah,
it,
just
yeah.
out of. Don't know, just out of it this week. And obviously Timber, Tarkowski, Senesi, Spence. Obviously decent return. You got the DEFCON as well, so it was decent returns on in the defense, and Reinders, Semenyo, Kudus, Salah, and then up front Haaland and Watermad.
Yeah.
Obviously Captain Haaland, but yeah, Kruby Jr. on the bench,
Konsa on the bench.
Konsa on the bench, 8 points, literally just 20 points. I would
Vicario on the bench. Yeah, 21 points on the bench.
yeah,
there.
went
That's
down
actually
2 of my
mental.
leagues because of this week.
It's fair enough, man.
Quite, but you know, you live and you learn.
You still got Salah in there.
Yeah.
Spence got you a clean sheet. Timber got you a clean sheet.
Yeah.
Senesi. Yeah, it's not a bad week at all. I think if you just managed to remember that there was
Yeah,
a game
literally.
in front, you would have been sweet, man,
I
for
think you're
sure.
taking this quite well.
Yeah,
exactly.
What about you, Will? How does your team look like?
Well, speaking of 20-something points on the bench,
I think he might beat you here with the amount of
Oh
points
my
on the bench.
goodness,
bro.
man.
This
Man,
is incredible.
bro, put your seatbelt on, man.
I had like
Man.
5 on my bench, bro. I feel left out.
Man, this past week, game weeks, yeah, I've been in tatters. Like, I don't know how. My first option off the bench always gets a little bit of something. Like, I've had earlier this year, I've always had like Matty Cash 10 points on the bench.
No way.
I think I've had
Yeah, he
Still
has.
on the bench.
He's had a
you know,
madness.
I've had a few like that as well.
He's
And
had
then-
a madness.
and then
Yeah,
I've
he had
got-
Mukiele and Dubravka last week. Mukiele
Yeah.
17 points.
Yeah. Oh,
Dubravka
my
was
God.
9 points.
9
Yep.
points,
The week
But-
before that, he's had there wasn't anybody, but then before that, it was not anybody. Where was the last big one? There we go. Matty Cash 10 points as well on the
Jesus
bench
I
there.
think I've had another one, but this one, and I thought I couldn't beat Mukiele. Mukiele was my first bench option with 17 points.
17.
I played his Sunderland teammate who got just the clean sheet ahead of it. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
bro.
like honestly. And then and the annoying thing is I have guys like Salah in the team not doing anything, things like that. But, let me just play them.
Yeah.
Or Senesi, I benched at the wrong time, whatever. But this one here, Van der Ven was the guy that I had been putting in my team needlessly all these weeks, not getting me anything. I was like, no, you know what, Michele, after what he did,
Yeah.
even if he's playing against Chelsea, I was like, you just have to play. Just for my ego, you have to play. But this is why people never
Yeah.
pick with your ego.
Yeah,
Because
man.
look at how I'm suffering. My first bench option, Van der Ven. I didn't even keep track of the Spurs game. So when I found out what he did, I was like, oh, obviously I have Van der Ven. But I was like, wait. Wait. So I was like, wait. And I checked it. Oh, the scream that I let out. The scream
bro.
that I let out.
Man.
Oh.
Nah, this is what it is, bro. At the end of the day, man. Fantasy, bro. It's one
No,
of them.
don't tell me that, man.
Fine.
Oh, my head is hot, bro. 23 points on the bench.
Oh,
and it's my first bench option. I was like that. And then when I
Yeah.
looked at the rest of my team, I was like, oh, y'all played, so I'm screwed. Everyone's already played.
Yeah.
Fine margins. It's fine margins. But hey, ho, man.
So
Listen.
44. Like, it was quite close to the average, but
Yeah,
you know,
man.
I had randoms like Salah, Gabriel getting good points, but you know, actually, Lau Foster off the bench to score was actually a really underrated. pick
Yeah.
for
You
me.
have it in your team, actually. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
very good. That is very good.
Yeah.
You've outscored all of my forwards with just Lau
Yeah.
Foster
So
there.
top differential.
Yeah,
We're just
top,
right there.
top. But hey, listen, man. What kind of transfers are you guys looking at making?
Yeah, I've already made mine.
Yeah.
actually.
Talk us through it.
I think I think the Kudus experiment is working, but I think I might have to move around because Saka's obviously my guy in terms of having him on the team because he will always make something work no matter what.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's himself or creating a chance. So I feel like he will definitely get into my team. I think attacking wise, I'm good of my Haaland, Watermad, and Krupi.
Right.
I'm gonna keep those, and I'm gonna
That
make
is
sure
a good
Krupi
one.
is starting.
Yeah, that
next
is a
week
good
for
one.
sure.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty solid with that. Defensively, I'm okay with that too. I think decent options there. I've obviously been benching. I was benching Konsa for the most part because Aston Villa were having a shocking start to the week. But
True, yes.
ever since, these past 2 weeks, I feel like he probably wants to start. I'll probably put Saka back in the team and I'm happy with my team from there.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. I've already made my one. I told you guys already. Pedro is gone.
Yeah.
JP's gone. You know what? Yeah, I feel like inevitably I'll probably end up at a point where I have no Chelsea players in my team because it's just double pain where you lose in every facet. You know what I mean? You lose in the game and then you lose in FPL as well because these guys are two cheeks of the same arse, man.
Mate,
that's
I'm
me
already
talking
there.
about Enzo and Chalobah, the guys that I've got left.
Wow.
The actual anus is gone. João Pedro, the poo leaker, he's out.
I said it, man. I feel like I was glad that I had him. I believed him at the start, but I felt like I benefited. Yeah, I feel like my main issue is like bringing out guys at the wrong time though. Like Cash has been killing it, and since I wildcarded him out, and he's just been scoring against
everyone,
stuff like that. But I just think at this rate, I just go it is what it is. Mo Salah will somehow return to form next week, but I've already transferred him out. I brought in Saka as well.
Hey, it's a good one. Saka's a good one, man. I feel like coming up for the fixtures coming up. Yeah. I feel like for the fixtures coming up, he's gonna be great. Hopefully, Eze can continue to play. I don't know how close is Odegaard back to fitness.
I think they said November time, so probably after the next international break.
Even if he does get back, it should be fine. What do you think about if even when Odegaard's back, you think Eze still plays on the left?
I think so because I think in the actual game he got injured. Arteta went with the Eze Rice midfield, which actually worked really well.
It was actually really first.
So I think that would probably be the shout. You can even play Zubs at the 6 as well.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is how nailed do you think Eze is?
How, as in into this like
starting 11? I
don't think he goes anywhere, even when Odegaard comes back.
Fairs, okay, good. I might hold on to him because I like him.
Yeah,
I like him as that little fox in the box.
What about Martinelli's form? He's starting to get the goal scoring touch.
Yeah, man. I don't know how much he is on FPL though. Is he like if he's like around 6.5, he might be a good dog. But I think he's around 7 mil. You know.
Yeah,
I think he's around 7 mil.
But it's weird because like in the league, like he would tend to want to start Trossard more, like. I feel like he likes playing starting at least Martinelli or having him more involved in like Europa League games.
Yeah.
Sorry, Europa League. Wow. Champions League game. I already got over that PTSD. I don't even know why that was a slip of the tongue. Like how many years in Europa and then
that's crazy.
I'm still name dropping.
Martinelli is 6.9. So I think it's a bit steep.
Yeah.
It's a bit steep in terms of price.
It's not dropped enough.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So if he gets to around 6.5, I think he's a good option to get in.
For sure, yeah.
But again, with the rotation, stuff like that, I feel like I like players who are going to play 90 minutes because as we've seen with Salah, you know what I mean? If you're there on the pitch for 90 minutes, you can get a goal in the 89th minute. But if you're only there for 60 or so minutes, then you're limiting the window of opportunity from which you can get points. So that's why I like players that play 90 minutes. But yeah, if that's everything for this week, lads, I think we should wrap it there.
Yeah.
It's been another fantastic episode here on the Shin Pad Podcast. Guys, we need your help. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're here every week and you're here to back the boys. You know what I'm saying? We're here to create a fun vibe where we can break down the Premier League games for you lot, give you lot the full match day experience, but in a lot more of a condensed form. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, the saying how we always say on the Shin Pad, because that is what the Shin Pad is, always wear protection. See you later. Peace.